I texted my family group chat right after the funeral. Flight lands at 3 p.m. Can someone pick me up? Not one reply. When I landed, no one was there. Not my mom, not my dad, not even my brother. That's when I realized my family had buried more than just my fiance, and I was done being their forgotten son. You ever have that moment when grief turns into clarity? When you realize the people you thought were your home were actually the reason you kept feeling lost? That's what hit me the day I came home from burying the only person who ever truly loved me. My name's Aaron. I'm 32. 2 weeks ago, I buried my fiancée, Claire, the woman who saw me when no one else did. My family didn't even show up at her funeral. They said they were busy. My mother texted, "We'll visit her grave someday." I should have known then. They'd already written me off. When I landed, the airport was half empty. Families hugging, people holding signs. I stood there watching strangers embrace, while my phone stayed silent. Not a single message. I rented a car and drove 3 hours home. My old house was dark. The only sound was the neighbor's dog barking. When I walked inside, my mom looked up from the couch like I was a guest. "Oh, Aaron, you're back early," she said. Early? I'd told them my flight time twice. My dad barely looked up from the TV. "You should have told us you needed a ride." My voice cracked. "I did." Then my mom smiled awkwardly and said, "Well, at least you're here now." That sentence broke something inside me. Because I wasn't there now. I was gone. Months ago. The moment they decided Claire wasn't family. My brother, Ryan, was the reason. He was the golden child, the one who could never do wrong. He'd always mocked Claire for not fitting in. When she got sick, they said I was wasting my savings taking care of her. My mom once said, "You're throwing your future away for a woman who won't survive the year." And when she died, they didn't even send flowers. But the final insult came 3 days after the funeral. Ryan posted a photo, a family dinner. Everyone's smiling. The caption, "Family time after a long week." That was the night I decided to stop being silent. See, I'd been handling my family's finances for years. My father's construction company, my mom's rental properties, everything ran through me. I was the responsible one. They trusted me with all their accounts, their records, their assets, and that was their mistake. Over the next 3 weeks, I did what they taught me best. I took care of myself. I transferred my consulting business out of my father's holdings. I froze their luxury card accounts under audit discrepancies. I reached out to every client who'd ever been wronged by my family and offered them my services for half the rate. They signed immediately. My father's company lost 70% of its contracts in 2 months. My mother's rental properties? Tenants got legal help for free from me. Every time they called, I said, "Just business." Then came the family meeting. My mom called crying, "Aaron, your father's sick. Can we meet?" For a moment, I hesitated, but then I remembered Claire's last words to me. "You don't owe them your heart anymore." I went. They sat there, both pale, shaking, desperate. Ryan wasn't there. He left town after his own failed startup. My dad said quietly, "Son, you've made your point. We need your help." I looked around. Same house, same cold walls. I needed your help once too. At an airport, at a funeral. They said nothing. My mom whispered, "We didn't think you wanted us there." I almost laughed. "You never thought at all." Then I left a folder on the table. Inside, legal documents, transferring the last of their properties to me. Signed by them months ago. They never even read what they were signing. It was poetic. They ignored every warning, just like they ignored me. It's been a year. Their company's gone. Their mansion's up for sale. Ryan works for one of my competitors now. Me? I moved to the mountains, bought a small cabin. I still talk to Claire, out loud sometimes. People say grief doesn't heal revenge. They're right. It doesn't. But it gives you something grief never can. Balance. They took my love, I took their comfort. Fair trade. Sometimes family doesn't die when people leave. It dies when they stop caring. And when that happens, you don't owe them forgiveness. You owe them silence. And maybe, just maybe, the consequences they earned.